It began as nothing more than static, a whisper among the noise. In the endless flow of telemetry pouring into NASA's deep space network, a faint, repeating anomaly flickered into existence. Technicians monitoring routine Mars relay data noticed it first, a narrow spike in frequency, sharp and deliberate, cutting cleanly through the background hiss of cosmic radiation. At first, no one paid much attention. Space is full of noise. Satellites drift, solar winds distort signals, and deep space probes often catch strange echoes bouncing off the void. But then, the pattern returned. It was regular, symmetrical, and unervingly precise. Every few minutes, the same burst repeated, a pulse, a pause, a pulse again. Within hours, deep space observatories across the globe confirmed it. The signal wasn't local interference. It wasn't solar noise. It was coming from deep space, from the direction of Mars, and from an object known as 3I/Atlas, a visitor from beyond our solar system. That was the moment everything changed. And in a matter of minutes, NASA's public feeds went dark. Long before that day, 3I/Atlas had already intrigued astronomers. It was the third known interstellar object to pass through our solar system, after Oumuamua in 2017 and 2I/Borisov in 2019. Each had arrived unannounced, drifting across the interplanetary gulf like cosmic debris flung from distant stars. But 3I/Atlas was different. Detected in early 2023, it didn't behave like an ordinary rock. Its shape was strange, elongated, metallic, reflective. Its trajectory was unnaturally precise, bending through the gravitational pull of the planets with an almost intentional grace. Unlike Borisov, which burned brightly with cometary outgassing, 3I/Atlas remained quiet, inert, and cold. Yet it reflected light in odd intervals, as if rotating on a stable axis, not tumbling like a natural body, but pivoting smoothly, rhythmically, predictably. For months, scientists watched it drift closer to the inner planets, waiting for data. And then, as it neared Mars, something happened that no one could have predicted. The object began to transmit. Deep space antennas in California, Madrid, and Canberra, the three nodes of NASA's deep space network, began detecting the same narrowband anomaly. It was faint, steady, and unmistakably structured. The frequency didn't match any known spacecraft, transmitter, or radar echo. It wasn't reflected sunlight, nor a cosmic ray burst. The signature Bohr modulation, minute variations in intensity and duration that implied a pattern, a design. At first, NASA assumed it was interference, maybe a cross signal from a private satellite or a solar event reflecting through Mars' ionosphere. But when the European Space Agency confirmed identical readings from their Mars Express orbiter, the assumption of error vanished. Someone, or something, was transmitting near Mars. Telemetry analysts isolated the signal and slowed it down. What they found defied explanation. It pulsed in binary intervals, sequences of short and long bursts, repeating every 142 seconds with mathematical consistency. The structure looked deliberate, purposeful, coded. That was the moment the order came down from the top. Secure the data. Lock down all public feeds. Inside NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, lights flickered across mission control screens as access was restricted. Terminals that once streamed real-time telemetry from Mars orbiters suddenly displayed blank dashboards. Encrypted alerts flashed across internal servers. Data quarantined. Internal review in progress. Publicly, NASA cited telemetry interference. Privately, the situation was escalating. All communications from Mars orbiters, Odyssey, Maven, Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, and even Perseverance's relay were routed through internal firewalls. External researchers, universities, and observatories were locked out. In Canberra, one engineer later described the moment the link went dark. It wasn't a failure. It was a switch. Someone, somewhere, flipped it, and the world stopped listening. For several hours, the Mars feed, a lifeline of daily data from the red planet, went completely silent. No telemetry, no images, only the faint hum of carrier signals and one haunting pulse from deep space. Interstellar objects are not supposed to do this. They are fragments, frozen remnants of creation, too old, too cold, and too far from home to emit radio signals. Yet the more researchers studied 3I/Atlas, the stranger it appeared. Its rotation rate was unnaturally stable, as though gyroscopically controlled. Its surface reflectivity changed periodically, suggesting moving components or shifting panels. And its flight path, precise, smooth, and slightly adjusted as it passed near Mars, seemed to defy the randomness expected from a rock in free fall. When the signal coincided with a subtle change in the object's trajectory, the theory began to form. What if 3I/Atlas wasn't a natural body at all? Could it be a probe? A derelict relic from an ancient civilization? A message in motion, drifting for millions of years, waiting for something intelligent enough to notice? The implications were staggering, and that's when NASA's silence became absolute. For weeks, no updates were released. The live feed from Mars remained filtered. Data archives were quietly amended. Journalists asked questions. NASA responded with careful ambiguity. We continue to evaluate anomalous data observed in proximity to the interstellar object 3I/Atlas. Preliminary results suggest interference patterns. No confirmed communication has been detected, but behind those words, teams were still analyzing. Astrophysicists, cryptographers, and AI specialists pored over the patterns, searching for meaning. The binary pulses repeated in perfect intervals, sometimes breaking, only to reform into new, symmetrical sequences. To some, it resembled a countdown. To others, it looked like a message, one perhaps not meant for us at all. And then, as suddenly as it had begun, the signal vanished. No fade-out, no interference, just silence. The object passed beyond Mars' orbit, its path bending away toward the outer planets. The pulse never returned. In the absence of answers, theories multiplied. Some said the signal was a natural resonance, solar particles interacting with 3I/Atlas metallic surface. Others believed it was a fragment of ancient technology, activated by proximity to the sun's magnetic field. A few whispered darker ideas, that NASA found more than they expected, that the signal contained coordinates, or worse, that it was a response. No official evidence supports these claims, but silence has a way of amplifying mystery. And in the vacuum of information, imagination fills the void. 3I/Atlas has since faded into the dark beyond Jupiter, its trajectory forever outbound. But deep in NASA's secure archives, the data remains, encrypted, classified, and watched. Whatever it was, it changed how we listen to the stars. Even now, years later, deep space telescopes still sweep the region near Mars where the anomaly first appeared. Every now and then, faint bursts of static emerge, not identical to the original signal, but eerily familiar. Some believe they are echoes, reflections of our own transmissions bouncing through deep space dust. Others wonder if they are remnants of a much older voice, still traveling through the interplanetary dark. When you listen to the recordings, slowed down to human hearing, The sound is haunting, like a heartbeat echoing across eternity. Was it a greeting? A warning? Or simply the universe speaking in a language we've yet to learn? No one knows. But one truth endures. Once, near Mars, something spoke. And for a fleeting moment, humanity may have heard. In the cold, thin light of the sun, 3I/Atlas drifts farther away, its metallic shell glinting faintly against the stars. The signal is gone, but its mystery lingers like an echo in the dark. NASA's feed has long since come back online, carrying the familiar hum of Martian telemetry. But buried beneath that noise is the knowledge that once, just once, the universe seemed to look back.